Hello, good morning. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream here. My name is Michael Chu. Today is Monday, October 2025, 9:04 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 around 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and we see the market break through to the upper range of this recent consolidation, and you can see here this is a nice move today, very strong morning so far. Index up 1.3% on QQQ. Go to 5-minute chart. It has been a lot of buying this morning, so I think the market is kind of trying to resume this uptrend right now, which is a very decent test. Recently, we see lots of higher lows here, so that's also a good thing. And again, we broke out to looks like it's trying to possibly even go for new high today. I don't know. Let me see what's the new high. 613, so this is 611 right now. So market is very strong. We'll see in a second. We do have like stocks on the move right now, moving pretty strong here, so very strong action. Yeah. Okay, let's jump to SPY. Very similar chart right now to Nasdaq. Again, breaking to the upper side, upper range here, and above the short-term moving average. Again, market has been buying since this morning, and which is very strong because generally in the first hour or so, usually we see some sort of pullback, but we don't actually see much of a pullback today. And it seems to be bought on every even little slightly dip here. So there's lots of buying at this moment. So very good news. Let's go to Dow. Very similar chart. Go to daily chart here. So again, this one, kind of broke above the short-term 10-day. Now recently it did try to break above that and it fell, right? So it seems like no issue right now, like coming back above it again. And again, we found support at the bottom here, which is also a very good sign. Finally, we have Russell ETF here. Okay, and this one has a huge pullback. So very similar to this pullback here. This is a huge pullback. So now we're moving again. And again, so far this morning looks pretty good. We're trading at the upper range. It doesn't look as strong as Dow, S&P and Nasdaq, but just like Dow, it is moving at the towards the high range. So that's still good. So yeah, on stocks in the move, we see lots of stocks right now, even at the bottom, it's 38% volume still running high, so that's good. And we'll see, once again, we're seeing gold stocks here: AEM, DRD, MEM, Newmont, GFI, AU, Ongo. So yeah, we're seeing that. So we can quickly take a look at the gold. Still very strong gold price. Let's see. So we did have a pretty big drop on Friday here on high volume, and a lot of people think this could be potentially top, but today we proven wrong again. Look at this, making new high on gold price again. So that just shows how strong gold is. And and also with the market rallying, this is kind of interesting too, because gold is kind of deemed a safe haven if the general economy is not good or something like that, or if there's a debt bubble or something like that. But anyhow, the gold is still acting strong. It bounced back really quick. So all the gold stocks are probably gonna bounce today, and the only problem is because they drop. Like this is Agnico Mining, Eagle Mine. So it dropped a lot, right? A lot of stocks drop a lot on Friday. So today's bounce are nowhere near high. That's the only problem right now. But if gold price were to go higher, then the gold stocks may continue to run. Um, and Yeah, now, like I said, there's a little poor relative strength right now because the drop is bigger than the bounce today, or from Friday, the drop from Friday. So that's the only negative thing. But if you trust the bounce, then we could make new high again, right? So if but we won't know, right? Today is just the first day of the bounce, so until later. GFI similar. You see again, many charts drop a lot on Friday, the gold stocks, but today you're bouncing again. Relative strength is not near high because of that relative strength performance. So that's the only problem right now. Okay, so yeah, feel free to look at other gold stocks, but it is bouncing today. And let's see here, we have Jacob Solutions. This is building heavy construction. Recent pullback, and we see a bounce today. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So here's two pullbacks here after making new highs. So it's a little bit choppy recently because of the market conditions. But today, we have a nice strong bounce here. So that's Jacob here, J right here. Let me see. There's other stocks here. Here, this one recently reported, so there's no earnings risk with this one. So it bounced off the earnings and then tries to break out, but it fell, came back all the way to 50-day. Right now, it seems to be making higher lows recently, and this morning it's trying to come out of this range right here. Um, so yeah, it looks pretty good. Not a worry. I mean, it's a gap up, but it's not the strongest move. Like you might want to see something like this as it comes out, but you know it didn't do that, so that's the only problem with that one. CDRE, this is security related, and this one has been very strong. And today it looks like it make new high again, new high, recent high. That looks pretty good. CLS, it tries to bounce. It's been bouncing, but this morning it kind of reversed. That's the only problem. So this morning, yeah, so we can go look at intraday chart. So this one gap up this morning, but really fast it reversed. And right now this bounce is not very convincing at all. So but we'll see if it can come back up to near the top range. That'll be a good sign that this may be a bounce support here. But again, we don't know for sure yet. Um, for here, there's electronic parts. Nice bounce today. Very nice chart, top with handle. Now we did have this try to break out right here on this day, but it fell, pulls back right there, and then now we have a very strong bounce. And technically this is like another breakout right here. Um, if it close here, will be new closing high, recent high here. So that's pretty good, up 5% right now. So another good stock there. Modine. This one is bouncing as well. So that's a good sign. Let's just quickly check where VRTs. This one is trying to come out this morning, but reverse it also. So CLS VRT, they seem to move usually together, and today they both got pushed back down from this morning high very fast. So that's the only problem. And the bounce right now is pretty weak still. So I would wait and see what's gonna happen. Let's keep on going here. Stocks on the move. What do we have here? Credo, Reddit, MU, AMD. So some tech stocks moving really strong today. Um, because the index are up pretty good, right? On QQQ. Let me just take another look at QQQ. up 1.28% right now. Very strong move. So a lot of the Nasdaq stocks are moving. Let's go down here. TSM, that's another one that has reported recently, and yeah. So we go to let's look at the big cap first. Nvidia. So Nvidia, it is kind of on a downtrend still. Like it did find support here at this lower range, and then the recent like kind of digestion range here at the top is where we at right now. So the bounce coming out right now is not very decisive. So I would wait a little bit longer to see if it can come up very strongly. Um, Again, it's not about buying at a lower price, it's about buying at the best price, which is usually the best momentum indicator, short-term momentum indicator, and that will be breaking out of this kind of trend right here. Um, but again, we need to see a bar that's like kind of coming out really strong. So that's Nvidia. Let's go look at TSM here, Taiwan Semiconductor, also bouncing slightly. Very tight range. It's up 2% from the gap up on the 10-day here. So it's promising. So that looks good. Let's look at AMD. Very strong move. This is just very nice bottom channel line right there. Looks like it just wants to go. And so that's that one. Let's look at Broadcom. Uh, Also bouncing a little bit here. 1%. Let's go to MU. Micron. This one making new high right now. Very strong. Let's look at other data. Storage group STX. This one has reversed this morning. So this one just couldn't go. This is 3 days in a row now. So and today we actually closed. We are at a lower low. Sorry, not close, but at a lower low right now, which is really negative. So yeah, so definitely not working there. Um, let's look at Credo and Reddit. These two stocks obviously recently got beaten, but today make a very strong move coming out. It has since the high this morning pulled back. So again, just a little bit negative from that perspective, but overall it's still a good sentiment uh, from the bounce of breaking out of the trend line there. So right now this morning we look like we having a hard time since the open, but the range is still pretty tight though. So so we'll see if it comes back above the middle range. Reddit, let's go to Reddit. Here we go. So it's bouncing pretty strong this morning. Let's go to look at the daily chart. So here we go. It's been going lower and lower and lower, like but not very substantial. And then today we have a nice strong bounce above the 10-day. Now I still draw a trend line above at the 21-day. So it's that to me that is still important line because 21-day is still a very good short-term moving average. And today it kind of got rejected there this morning, so that is a problem. But we'll see. Right now it's at the bottom of the range. It's still up 5% from the bounce though. But yeah, I would wait longer to see whether it can actually sustain this, rather than maybe coming back down. That would be not good, right? So that is Reddit. Let's look at any other stock. We have ALGM. Some of the smaller chip stocks are moving, like ALGM. It's coming out very strong right now. Yeah, near the top of the range, almost 5%. SITM. This one's bouncing as well, 6%, but it's still kind of below the short-term trend line here from the upper channel line. So I would wait a little bit more. CN, this one is not one that being talked about a lot, but it just continued to climb. Look at this nice smooth chart here. Salesforce actually starting to move as well. Look at this. First time coming out didn't work, but now it's coming out again. So yeah, let's see what else moving. Manpower, another chip stock here, making, yeah, it'll be a new closing high if it close here. MTSI again coming back above the right side of the base, looking pretty strong. Um, yeah, that's pretty much the lead, some of the leaders this morning moving pretty strong. Let's see. The retail side not too much moving. Tao, uh, the education stock here today is moving really strong. Not sure if there's any news, but that is strong. There's a whole bunch of them. Let me see. Low. This one is pulled back though. Come out, but it pulled back. ATGE. This one also pulled back slightly. That's interesting. But it's still near the highs, right? LRN. This one is a little bit weaker. Industrial recover. Yeah, health. There's not much movement this morning. I think the one stock that kind of down. Was it? No, not this one. ESPR. This one is doing good. Look at this. It's starting to come back up on the right side. It's a very severe drop right here. And we've been making higher lows, and now we're coming back above the 10-day. I think it was ASND that came down this morning. Yes, this one. So I'm not sure if there's news, but that was pretty bad break. It has come back a lot though. So that's a huge shakeout right there. Right here. On the financial side, we see some movement in just a few stocks here. That is significant. There's probably other financial stocks moving today. So here's AMRK, kind of tied to precious metals. So it's a bounce as well. And then SoFi, this one is trying to come back above as well. It's still kind of in a downtrend, but it's pretty strong movement today, 6%, 6.7. So I would say, if it, yeah, I think in general this slope is very not steep at all. So I would consider this a pretty strong move. So yeah, looks good. Okay, let's take a final look at the market. QQQ. Looks like, yeah, it looks like, getting closer to 613. Um, very close to new high here. And I think some of the big caps are moving. Let's see. Apple. Yeah, Apple is moving strong right now. Look at this. Um, and we have Tesla and Netflix reporting. So Tesla is coming up a little bit here. So again, positive movement there. Netflix. This one is also moving. So this is due earnings due tomorrow. It's just very tight trading recently. Despite some negative news around you know like where Elon Musk trying to get people to unsubscribe to Netflix. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But it's been still under this long trading range at the upper channel line here, which is kind of still not out of the woods yet. Of course, if earnings good and stuff, it could come up really strongly, and Netflix is known to do that. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. And just one final look at the index here on the 5-minute chart, just to see where we're at. So holding really tight, really strong at the top here. SPY coming down slightly, not too much. DIA also coming down slightly, not too much. IWM, this one's coming back a little bit more. So we'll watch and see if the market can hold this morning's gains. That's very important. And have a very good day. Bye.